Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you about everything you need to know about the new Grand Theft Auto Online update and game mode that's going to be releasing on Tuesday called Tiny Racers. So yesterday, Rockstar actually put out a newswire that confirmed on April 25th they were going to be adding a new spin on a classic Grand Theft Auto Online action mode called Tiny Racers. And they provided a trailer as well, and it was a pretty cool glimpse of a retro-inspired stunt race mode that is going to be coming to Grand Theft Auto Online, like I said, in just a few short days. So I made a video on this the other day, basically just announcing this was a thing, but there's actually some pretty cool details in here, but there's also a lot of confusion amongst the community as well for some odd reason. So first and foremost, I want to take a look at the trailer. However, let's slow it down to 50% because this is a really fast-paced trailer, and I don't know why it felt so quick, but they did. So slowing it down actually helps you kind of take in a little bit more information. So they say Grand Theft Auto Online goes top down, which is really, really cool. So it looks like this game mode is going to be top-down only, which I think will be pretty exciting and will definitely be a new twist on these races. I don't know if it's only going to be 4 people, because in all the clips, I've only seen 4 vehicles. And if that's the case, I think that's a little bit of a shame. I think the more people you have in an adversary mode, the better. Although there have been a few exceptions, like Sumo only has 4 players, and it's a ton of fun. So I wonder if it's going to be the same thing here, but I only saw 4 cars at the start, and I only saw 4 cars throughout the entire trailer, so that's kind of the reason why I think it's only going to be 4 players. Now, I think this is a combination of a couple different things. I think it's a combination of stunt races, the Deadline top-down camera, and then you've got a bunch of other adversary modes and free mode events sprinkled in there, because you've got the Shotaro Tron bike, you've got the Ruiner 2000 that makes an appearance, you've got the power-ups that appear in the Vehicle Vendetta adversary mode. So there's a lot of things here that Rockstar have essentially put into this, and to me it kind of has a general vibe of like Mario Kart, where you're like picking up the power-ups and you're trying to take out the other racers. To me, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, that you've got to basically not outrace someone, but more just take them out and hope that you're the first one that finishes. My first impressions are that it looks pretty fun. I don't know for how long I'm going to be enjoying this game mode. It might be something that I really, really like for a day and say, okay, that was fun, but I'm not going to be touching that again. Or it might be something that every couple weeks I hop on and play because it's pretty exciting. I guess on Tuesday, we'll really just have to wait and find out. And the last 2 things I could get from the trailer is they incorporated some stuff from the bikers missions you can do, like that yellow circle that seems to follow around one spot of the map. I think it's like called Caged In or Pinned In. That might be from one of the free mode events too. I think they're going to incorporate that in there. Like if someone gets that power up, it might like put the circle on them and other people have got to keep up. And speaking of the power-ups, I think these from Foxy Snaps, which I'll actually put on the screen right now, a lot of these probably have to do with this adversary mode. I'll play this video as slowly as I can so that you can see them, but I would imagine that a lot of the power-ups you see, like the ramp car, the Shotaro Tron bike, I think the Ruiner 2000, the rockets, the bombs, all of that's going to be used in this adversary mode, which is kind of like a good mix of Vehicle Vendetta, which in my opinion is one of the best adversary modes. So I think that's pretty exciting, and I think the power-ups are going to be a whole lot of fun with this adversary mode. So that right there is my first impressions, but there was a lot of confusion amongst the community on a bunch of things regarding this game mode and what it was actually going to be about. So when people saw the trailer, a lot of people have assumed that this is going to be a brand new DLC update where we have to download something on our consoles, our PC. That is not the case. Yan said, since it seems to be unclear for some people, Tiny Racers equals top-down. Also, it's an adversary mode, not an actual update. So that should confirm it right there. FunMW2 clarifies by saying top-down codename is Tracers. Tracers is the combination of Tiny and Racers. So it's all in the same. They're not separate adversary modes. They're not separate game modes. Top-down is Tracers. Tracers is Tiny Racers. And Tiny Racers is top-down. They're one and the same. However, a lot of people might be wondering, well, why would Rockstar make a trailer just for an adversary mode if there wasn't going to be more that comes along with this update? And FunMW2 said on the GTA forum site something that made a whole lot of sense. He said top-down is Tiny Racers. It's already in the game. Rockstar spent so much time designing it unlike Resurrection and Land Grab, it makes sense for them to make a trailer featuring it. And that does make sense, because if you think about it, Land Grab is pretty much a reused adversary mode with neon tiles. Resurrection is just TDM, but you can come back to life. At least the Tiny Racers is a combination of a whole bunch of different adversary modes with a lot of features from free mode and the brand new stunt races. So even though for the most part it still is reused stuff, it's more reused stuff, and it looks like it's a little bit more complicated than just a TDM or the same adversary mode but with neon tiles. Now, another reason why I don't believe there's going to be any new content like cars or clothing or anything like that is because there simply isn't any in the game files. Rockstar have exhausted all the content that they planned on using. So the Progen GP1, all the new vehicles like the classic cars and the Hijack Rustin, and then even the returning player bonus stuff with the Duke of Death and the Stallion and the Dodo Seaplane and the Ballista Compact. They've added everything that they had originally planned to add into the game already. So in order for them to get a new vehicle, they would obviously have to add a new DLC. And even if they wanted to pull something out of thin air, like adding the, let's say, Monkey Ballista or the Space Docker or the Lost Slam Van, I think they would have to prep a website page for that before they could just throw that into online for us to purchase, which currently right now doesn't exist. So they don't have any more vehicles planned or anything like that, which to me is just another telltale sign that the only thing coming on Tuesday is this Tiny Racers adversary mode. Now, another rumor I've heard going around is that Rockstar is going to do an update on Tuesday, and that they might add more content into the game to go along with this Tiny Racers, and I think the chances of that are incredibly slim. If they do add an update into the game, the only thing I could see them doing is something maybe for the PC only that fixes the modding and hacking and cheating, system and scenario that's going on right now. That's about the only thing I could see. There's not going to be any new vehicles. There's not going to be any new clothing. This top-down adversary mode, Tracers or Tiny Racers, has been a part of Cunning Stunt's special vehicle circuit since the beginning. They're just making it right now. They're kind of releasing it on its own, and the fact that they made a trailer for it, I think, in my opinion, has a little bit of people confused. Typically, because when Rockstar do trailers, it's for like big updates or at least game modes that might feature other vehicles or something like that. So bottom line, what's coming out on Tuesday is only this Tiny Racers adversary mode. There's not going to be any new vehicles, no new clothing, no new weapons, nothing like that. In the trailer itself, I didn't see any new vehicles. I saw the Kuruma, I saw the Jester, I saw the Ruiner 2000, the Deadline bike, and I also saw the BF Bifta. Now, I don't know how many tracks they're going to be, and I don't know if some of them are going to be supercars, some of them are going to be off-road, some of them are going to be sport. I guess we're really just going to have to wait and see. I would imagine we're going to get anywhere from like 5 to 7 of these maps, and I would imagine they're stunt races tracks that Rockstar have designed themselves, specifically for the top-down mode so that we like can't fall off or go like too far off the path. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how this is implemented into the game, but more importantly, how the community reacts to this game mode also. Right now, it seems like a bunch of people are split on this game mode. From what I've seen so far, you've got one side of the community that says, oh, this is fun, this is more free content, I bet this is exciting, it's kind of going to be like Mario Kart mixed with a bunch of other adversary modes into the game, and are willing to give it a try. And then you've got the other side of the community that is like, this absolutely sucks, why would I want this adversary mode, give me gun running right now. And I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. If this adversary mode is fun, then I'm definitely going to enjoy it for the next couple of days when it releases. But at the same rate, I am looking forward to gun running, but I'm also not going to poo-poo this at first sight. It is free. It's not costing me anything to play, and it could be potentially cool, and who knows, we might have a lot of fun. I'm obviously going to be doing videos and streams on it when it releases, so stay tuned on my channel for that. We will be having a lot of fun on the day it comes out, that's for sure. Now, two things that are interesting about the name Tiny Racers itself: the cars aren't actually shrunken or smaller size, it's just the top-down adversary mode makes it look like that. So I don't know why Rockstar called it Tiny Racers. I feel like some of the other adversary modes have had really cool names like Deadline, Land Grab, Resurrection. This one's called Tiny Racers. Could they not come up with a better name for something like that? The cars, like I said, aren't even tiny. They're just, you know, the top-down view makes it look like they're tiny. And if you thought the font for the Tiny Racers logo looked familiar, well, that's because it is. It's actually the same font that Rockstar used for Grand Theft Auto 2. And if that building on the left looks familiar, well, that's because that's Trump Tower in New York City. So I thought that that was pretty interesting right there. This is definitely a retro game mode going back to Grand Theft Auto's original roots, which used to be like a top-down race and chase game. So I'm definitely excited about this, and I think this has a lot of potential. It'll just be interesting to see how the execution of this game mode ultimately goes. To give you guys a quick recap, this is an adversary mode. It's not an update. No new content is coming on Tuesday, so don't be like super disappointed when this is the only thing added, because I'm giving you that heads up right now that this is going to be the only thing added. But really, that's all the information I have for you guys in this video today. Let me know what your thoughts, opinions, and more are on this adversary mode, Tiny Racers. Do you think it's going to be fun? Do you think it's going to be cool? Now, even though I said there's not going to be any new content, that is not to say that there won't be new discounts, bonuses, and sales. I can easily see Rockstar doing double money and RP on this. I can see them doing discounts and sales on the vehicles that are featured in the adversary mode itself, as well as a couple other things. So like I said, just expect that on Tuesday. Should be pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more on it, though, in the comments section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Well, out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.